So as I sit here this morning, just kind of waiting and mulling over some of my projects for the day, I realized that as I prepare to share knowledge or understanding or my learning process on the somatic mama, I'm very aware that elitism is not just about money, but it's also about knowledge and who has the right to that knowledge and when we have a right to that knowledge and how we get to use that knowledge. And so for me, this is my contribution to the humanist revolution in the standpoint that everything that I am sharing is to level the playing field so that we can learn differently, in different ways, the ways that others learn to learn, but also how we actually move forward in society, because when everybody talks about the grid going down or catastrophic natural disasters, and we know that's possible because it's been isolated places over the last 100 years, and we're not immune to it. So then there's going to come a point where we realize that a globalist strategy doesn't have our best interest in mind at an individual level, at a community level. And it's also a very myopic survivalist focus. And so why is my channel and the teaching and learning publicly so important for me in my work is because I am bringing a level of equality that we've lost access to in the modern world, simply because we didn't care, because it wasn't a priority, because we didn't see the value, or we felt quite comfortable with striving towards the things that we've been told are important. And if what people are saying is true, then we need to become more self-sustainable, more independent, more self-resilient, and more resourceful. And this isn't about being catastrophic and prepping and being ready. It's simply about changing the structures that we uphold and the structures that we ourselves strap ourselves to in our own lives. Because at the end of the day, the more power I use, the more electronics I have in my house, the more online stuff I consume, the more I'm allowing external needs or drivers to impact my self-sufficiency and resilience. And it's not working anymore. When the power goes out, if we have food in the fridge or don't have food in the fridge matters. If we know how to feed ourselves when there's electricity or not matters. If we know how to feed ourselves when the supply chain goes down, or can we add value to the community when the supply chain goes down. These are the things that I'm thinking of for my channel. And why am I recording this and letting you in on this? Because this is the product development piece that a lot of people don't get to witness or see that happens in behind the scenes. And for me, because my work is so tied into the way I experience life, like I can't just go to work and do a job. Like I'm impacted by the stimulus around me and the energy around me. I need to understand how I'm creating safety for myself and creating a space where I can be adding value to the community by either not consuming as many resources or by generating my own resources. So that's my thought behind that. And I do want to let you in a little bit more on the somatic CEO piece. I think that is still very well articulated in my mind, but there's a lot that will come out of this that will become, or that will start to be presented on the Somatic CEO channel as well. But I'm not focusing there right now at this moment. That's probably a 2027 project. But 2026 is continuing to be consistent in the practices that I established under the Somatic Oracle and all of the work that I'm unfolding there, and also layering in these other pieces of the behind the scenes stuff on the Somatic Mom. Okay, have a wonderful day.